Hi guys, this week we're going to be continuing our unit for time. We're only going to do one video this week. We have only one new thing left to learn, and it's going to be finding the start time. After that, it'll be review for the rest of the week, and then you'll have a little quiz on Thursday. So let's get started with the teacher problems for finding the start time. Okay, so number one, Tom spent 25 minutes preparing lunch, 35 minutes eating the lunch he prepared, and 18 minutes cleaning up the dishes he used for lunch. If he finished cleaning up the dishes at 1:30, what time did he start preparing lunch? So this is going to be the same concept as what we did last week. We are going to add the times, 25 minutes that he spent preparing lunch, 35 minutes eating the lunch, and 18 minutes cleaning up the dishes. So we're going to do that to start. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 8 is 18. So we're going to have our 8 and carry our 1 to our 10's place. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Now remember from last week, we converted 78 minutes into hours and minutes. So 60 minutes gives us 1 hour. So 60 minutes can be used to turn into 1 hour. And then the remaining amount of time from that, 78 minus 60, I can do that mentally, is 18 minutes. So 1 hour and 18 minutes is what he spent preparing for lunch, eating his lunch, and cleaning up the dishes. Now, the question asks, what time did he start doing all of these things? So we're going to use our open number line like we did last week. And last week we put the time here and worked to find the ending time. This week we're given the ending time and we're going to work backwards to find the starting time. So you just have to make sure you're paying attention to what the question is asking you for. It says, what time did he start preparing lunch? So I'm going to put my ending time here is 1:30. And I'm going to be using 1 hour and 18 minutes to work backwards to get the starting time. So I'm going to start with my 1 hour. If I end at 1:30 and I subtract 1 hour from that, 1:30 going back 1 hour puts me at 12:30. Now I have 18 minutes left to go. I can break up those 18 minutes however I would like. I'm going to use 10 to start. So I am going to go back minus 10 minutes, and I can put my unit here. Minus 10 minutes gets me to 12:20. Now I have 8 minutes remaining, and I just am taking that 18 minutes and breaking it up so I can work mentally a little bit easier. So if I subtract another 8 minutes from that, that gets me to 12:12. And that is the time that he started preparing his lunch. The answer to the question is 12:12. Okay, next question, number 2. I'm going to do 3 problems with you today, and there's 2 problems, question number 4 and 5, that I'm going to let you try on your own. So question number 2, next problem, says Anicia spent 17 minutes walking from her house to the park. She then spent 43 minutes playing in the park. Then she spent 24 minutes walking back to her house. If Anicia got back to her house at 3:15, what time did she leave her house? And then it also specifies to use either the clock face or an open number line to help you find the solution. I'm using open number lines on my paper. So we're going to do the same thing we did on the problem number 1. We're going to add our time intervals. 17 minutes, 43 minutes, and 24 minutes. 7 plus 3 gives me 10. Plus 4 is 14. So I have my 4, carry my 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 4 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So that's a total of 84 minutes. I'm going to do the same thing with my 84 minutes. I'm going to convert it into hours and minutes. So I've got 84 minutes. I'm going to use 60 minutes to turn into an hour. And the remaining minutes from that, I can do mentally. 84 minus 60 is 24. So that's 1 hour and 24 minutes. I'm going to do the same thing I did up at the top where I draw my open number line. And since I'm working to find the start time, that's the time I don't know, I'm going to put my ending time here, which is 3:15. And I'm going to work backwards, the 1 hour and 24 minutes. So 3:15, working backwards, minus 1 hour is 2:15. Now I've got 24 minutes. I can break that up however I want. Now I want you to take a look at 2:15. I'm going to try to get myself to 2 o'clock. So what do I need to subtract to get myself to 2 o'clock? Would be 15 minutes. And again, you can break this 24 minutes up however you want. So if I subtract 15 minutes, that gets me to a nice even 2 o'clock. Now remember, I'm still trying to go back 24 minutes, and I've already used 15. So over here, I'm going to do a little scratch work. 24 minus 15 minutes. That's 14 and 1. 14 minus 5 is 9. 1 minus 1 is 0. So I've got 9 minutes to subtract still. So going back over here to my 2 o'clock, I can now subtract minus 9 minutes. So 2 o'clock minus 9 minutes is going to be 1 something, 1:51. And that is your starting time. That's the time that he left to go to the park. Okay, so that's question number 2. And we're going to do one last question, question number 3, and then I've left 2 problems for you to try on your own. Number 3 says, Farah will work on her science project on Saturday. She will spend 25 minutes creating a graph, 15 minutes creating a diagram, and 37 minutes decorating her science board. If she finishes working on her project at 12:05, what time did she start working on her project? So again, we're finding the starting time. So I'm going to add my time intervals. 25 minutes plus 15 minutes plus 37 minutes. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 7 is 17. So you've got your 7, carry your 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. So that's a total of 77 minutes, which I can turn into hours and minutes. So that's going to be 60 for an hour. So I'll jot that down over here, 1 hour. And then 77 minus the 60 is 17 minutes. So 1 hour and 17 minutes is the amount of time she spent working on her science project. We're going to draw our open number line. If she finishes working on her project at 12:05. So at 12:05 is the ending time. And we are working backwards to find the start time. I'm going to work back 1 hour. So 12:05, subtract 1 hour will give you 11:05. Now remember what we did on the last problem. I want to get myself to a nice even 11 o'clock so that I'm not trying to work back into the next hour. So I'm going to subtract 5 minutes to get me to 11 o'clock. Now, where did I get this 5 minutes? I am still trying to work back 17 minutes total, but since I was at 11:05, I used 5 minutes to get me to 11. So 17 minus 5 minutes is all that I'm left working with to subtract. So 17 minus 5 minutes, 7 minus 5 is 2, 1 minus nothing is 1. So I've got 12 minutes to go. Now, I can still break up the 12 minutes even further. I'm going to break those 12 minutes up into a 10 and a 2. So now I'm at 11 o'clock. I'm going to work back first the 10 minutes, then the 2 minutes. So minus 10 minutes is 10:50. And then I'm going to go back 2 more minutes. And that is 10:48. That is the starting time of when she started working on her science project. Also, one more way that you can check to make sure you have everything correct is to work forwards and make sure it all adds up to 12:05. So starting from 10:48, if I add 2 minutes, that gets me to 10:50, plus 10 minutes, that's 11 o'clock, plus 5 minutes is 11:05, and adding another hour, that's 12:05. So it's just another way of checking your work to make sure you've done all of these subtracting correctly. So those are your 3 problems I'm doing with you. I want you to try question number 4 and 5 on your own. I miss you guys, and I'm really hoping that I get to see you soon. I know it's been a long couple of weeks, and I'm ready to get back into our normal routine, and I can't wait to see y'all soon. Bye.